Want more college football content from Chat Sports? Well, our bosses need to hear from you. We need at least 20 subscribers off of today's video to bring you more college football content than ever before. We're talking news and rumors, NIL, the transfer portal. We're also counting down to the college football playoff and more right here on College Football Now by Chat Sports. I want 20 subs off today's video. Can you guys make it happen? Subscribe now for free. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV, and we'll get started with today's show. Glad to have you with us here on College Football Now by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here. Thanks for stopping by as we have some updates to get to out of the Pac-12 conference. As according to reports this afternoon, Memphis, Tulane, and USF have rejected offers to join the new Pac-12 conference, while Gonzaga has accepted an invite. More on Gonzaga in just a bit. Let's start with the statement from the schools out of the American Athletic Conference, also UTSA, a part of this statement as well. They said the following: a conference that prioritizes student athletic welfare has proud academic institutions, produces fierce competition at the highest level, and has outstanding linear and direct consumer national media partners. Together, we are committed to continuing to build the American brand, exploring new opportunities for exposure and value, and developing innovative economic resources, all in service of our student athletes. While we acknowledge receiving interest in our institutions from other conferences, we firmly believe that it is in our individual and collective best interests to uphold our commitment to each other. Together, we will continue to modernize the conference, elevate the student-athlete experience, achieve championship-winning success, and build the future the American way. More from Ross Dallinger of Yahoo Sports, who put out this post on X earlier. Memphis, Tulane, and USF are expected soon to announce their commitment to the AAC. Sources tell Yahoo Sports. After talks with the Pac-12, the schools determined that they will remain in the AAC, while Commissioner Tim Pernetti is exploring private equity, new distribution models, and expansion. Then, about 30 minutes afterwards, Brett McMurphy, America's college football insider of the Action Network, said Gonzaga leaving the West Coast Conference to join the Pac-12. Sources told the Action Network Pac-12 needs a minimum of 2 football members by 2026, but Gonzaga, even without a football team, will receive a full conference revenue share in the Pac-12, sources said. John Rothstein, who covers college basketball, he said that contrary to reports, Gonzaga currently has no deal in place to leave the WCC for the Pac-12. That doesn't mean it's not happening, but Rothstein says it's not officially a done deal just yet. So a lot to take in there. And let's start piece by piece. First off, this new Pac-12, which came out of left field with an announcement last week, or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, that they were adding these 4 new schools, all of a sudden had some new life. And with the play on the football field, Washington State and Oregon State have looked very solid this year. It seemed like there was some momentum the Pac-12's direction. And then just like this, they get rejected by not 1, not 2, but 3 American Conference schools. With all the Pac-12 has been through, with all the teams they've lost and how much they've humiliated themselves in the last 2+ years, that felt like a new low for the Pac-12 to get rejected by these 3 schools. Now, Gonzaga is a very good ad, one of the best basketball programs in the country. I'm surprised that they're giving them a full revenue share even without playing football, but that's going to elevate the basketball side of things for that conference with what Gonzaga brings to the table. And now you look at this Pac-12 of where things stack up right now heading into 2026. You have Boise State coming over from the Mountain West, along with Colorado State and Fresno State, also a part of the equation. Gonzaga joins from the WCC in all sports except football. Big text with the factoid before the show that Gonzaga hasn't played college football since 1946. Oregon State, one of the members that have stayed through thick and thin in this Pac-12. They're not going anywhere. San Diego State coming on board. Finally, they've been trying to get in the Pac-12 for a long time. And then Washington State, of course, in this league, holding over from the previous edition of the Pac-12. So they're not done yet. There's still more moves to be made. And I think right now, if you're the Pac-12, the goal of this new version is to be the best group of 6 conference. You're not going to be a power conference. Those days are over with. They are not going to be on the same level of the SEC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, and the ACC. Your hope is that of that next tier, you are the best of that conference, those conferences. And today was a big blow, not getting those teams to leave the American Athletic Conference. And Ross Dellinger, tweeting out where this league goes from here, said the following: the Pac-12 will continue its pursuit of expansion members. A group of programs have already seen the league's expansion presentation, as Yahoo Sports reported Friday, including UNLV, Air Force, UTSA, Utah State, and Gonzaga. Gonzaga, of course, ultimately joining the league. Engagement has increased with those schools in the last 2 days. So we'll see where they go from here. Let's ask you now. Did Memphis, Tulane, and USF make the right call to not join the Pac-12 and stay in the American Athletic Conference? It's our pinned comment today. Weigh in, let us know what you think. Y for yes, in for no. Did they make the right move? Let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by LinkedIn Jobs. When you're hiring for your small business, you'll want to find quality professionals that are right for the role. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs has the tools to help find the right professionals for your team faster and for free. You can hire people like me on LinkedIn Jobs. If you're looking for a job, LinkedIn Jobs has you covered. Great for employers and employees. LinkedIn isn't just a job board. LinkedIn helps you hire professionals you can't find anywhere else. Even those who aren't actively searching for a new job might be open to the perfect role. In a given month, over 70% of LinkedIn users don't visit other leading job sites. So if you're not looking on LinkedIn, you're looking in the wrong place. On LinkedIn, 86% of small businesses get a qualified candidate within 24 hours. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/CFChat. That's linkedin.com/CFCHAT to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. So now the question becomes, what is next in the world of realignment? Let's start with the Pac-12. This conference keeps on searching, trying to meet the NCAA minimum requirement to be an official conference of 8 teams. They need at least 2 more schools. They'll probably get to 10, maybe even 12, but obviously with the rejection they got today, not getting the final rose on college football's version of The Bachelor, they're not going to get all the teams they want. The idea in mind was to get the best of the best in the group of 6. That isn't going to be the case, but they still have a chance to be the best conference of those group of 6 leagues. I saw this meme on X, and I thought it was very fitting here. The Pac-12 cycle, the life cycle continues. You get your hopes up, get disappointed, start to believe again, and it just keeps on going. Get your hopes up, get disappointed, start to believe again. And we're at the get disappointed stage right now if you're a Pac-12 fan. Meanwhile, the Mountain West Conference is trying to survive at this point. After the Pac-12 took 4 of its members, they're trying to stage a plan to still exist and be the rival conference to the Pac-12 at this point. Pete Thamel of ESPN saying the following: sources, the Mountain West is amid a significant push to keep its core of 8 schools together, which includes one-time payments of guaranteed money to the schools. Those include large payments to both UNLV and Air Force, which have drawn interest from other leagues. This is the league's strategy to leverage more than $120 million in exit fees it's expected to collect from the 4 departing members. More from Thamel saying this: the Mountain West is being aggressive in guaranteeing money, knowing that any decision about the Pac-12 would be based on projected numbers. Part of the Mountain West Conference's pitch is that they guarantee no schools take a step back in media distribution and they'd avoid exit fees. And then one more from Ross Dellinger saying this: the Mountain West continues its attempt to secure its membership with long-term commitment to the league that features financial incentives for UNLV and Air Force, as reported Friday. The league set a deadline of today for schools to agree to the new grant of rights. And I can't imagine schools wanting to sign a grant of rights at this juncture, but we shall see. The nature of the beast in this day and age in college football, in college athletics, is this. It's get eaten or be eaten. Every man for themselves, every conference for themselves to try to survive. And if you're the Mountain West, if you're the Pac-12 at this point, you need to act fast because this is moving very quickly of where teams are going and whether teams are staying here. You got to do what you can to keep the members you have and continue to grow at this point. And we shall see how the cards roll out at this point, but certainly very fascinating stuff going on. Who will be the best non-power conference left when it's all said and done? Is it going to be this new Pac-12? Will it be the American? Will it be the Mountain West? Weigh in. Let us know in the comments section, and we will see you next time right here on College Football Now.